This is one of our longtime customers. So if you haven't seen in the past, AP1 headlights, the ballasts are really difficult to get from the dealer. Very expensive. Aftermarket ones, it seems like everybody makes an AP2 ballast, but not an AP1. So what he is doing is changing to the AP2 headlights and then put new AP2 ballasts in. For one, it's going to give it a little bit newer look. And then, of course, it can get AP2 ballasts as needed. We're also going to do a new convertible top. This is an aftermarket top. It's got like kind of like that velvety look. It's not actually terrible, but windows separated. This is something we see on a lot of the aftermarket companies. I'm not going to say the aftermarket companies because some of the people there really like them and tell me how good they are and tell me that I'm crazy for doing OEM. So I'm not going to tell you that your aftermarket top is bad, but this happens a lot. On the AP1, the ballast and igniter is all together. This is the plug. It's like a little harness. It plugs into the backside of this. I'm going to show you here in a second. The AP2 right here. This is where that little jumper harness plugs in. This plugs into the bulb. Well, this is just the ballast. It's not an igniter. So you need the separate piece, which we found out the hard way, is in the little attachment that goes to the bulb. We just ordered them. You can get them through Dorman right here. New, I think it was 360 bucks.
No, 540.
540 from Honda for this thing. Through Dorman, this thing is about $100. This attaches to the bulb right here. I'm not going to take it out until it's ready to install. This plug over here, the little white plug, plugs into this ballast right here. This stuff is insanely expensive through Honda, so look out for that. If you see this, make sure you get this part with it. This does fit the AP1 and the AP2 bulbs, so you don't have to buy new bulbs. This is the little harness right here, so I wanted to show you it just so you don't run into the issues that we do. So it's going to plug on here. This is what your AP1 looks like. It's all sealed in there, and there is only 2 wires. We took this off just to see the off chance there would be a plug, and there's not. There's 2 wires in that. Obviously, there's 4 over here because it's different. This is just sending power to the bulb. This is sending power to that igniter, and then this is what lights up the bulb. This is your daytime running light. Now's a good time to upgrade that to LED. It's kind of looking good on camera, but it's very yellow in person, so there you go. There's your LED. Much wider. These are the Philips, by the way. There we go. Beautiful. Even got the nice Honda crest. Esther is still packing and shipping, but for right now, I'm going to get her to take a little break and show you this letter that we just got from a customer.
His name is Zach. Thank you, Zach. This is awesome. So he says, "Hi, John. Found this in a box of memories from 20 years ago. My parents were shopping for an Odyssey at the time. I was 8. I sat in the showroom reading the brochures and took this home with me. Enjoy the read, pass it on to your next Rio Yellow customer, or share it with your audience. I hope this brings you and everyone else a hit of nostalgia like it brought me, and thank you for all that you do. Hopefully I'll be an LHT customer someday."
You don't see this stuff. We just talked about not being able to get the stuff like you used to. You used to have full brochures, but look at this. And it's dedicated for the Rio Yellow S2000.
And this is only accessories, which is even more rare. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not even for the whole car. This is just the stuff you can get extra.
It's even more rare now because all this kind of stuff is the sought after stuff that people can't buy.
Look at that satellite radio.
The thing is, so many people came in with that color. We saw it on the white one, yeah, but you like to spend so much time color matching it. Why didn't the color match that?
Yeah, it needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that, the extra speakers, the 8-disc changer,
Car cover.
the car cover. Flip over the other side. The AP1 spoiler that is worth as much as gold right now. Actually, it's cheaper than gold is cheaper.
Yeah.
Remember the stand for the hardtop? Look how cool that is.
Yeah.
So cool.
Titanium shift knob.
Yeah.
Very cool. The oil filter tool. This is it. We've been a long time building this. We're super proud of it. We really like it. It's anodized and Teflon coated, so it slips on and off of your filter. This one we've been testing. This is the one that we're keeping here. It's in the store now. I kind of did a soft release because I didn't really know how crazy it was going to sell, and it's almost sold out. So by the time you see this video, we hope to have another batch. This is something we kind of made by hand, so if you get it, you're going to get something that looks like this. Made a little crude. It's basically packing material, and I used a hole saw to cut a hole in it so that we can hold that. And then, of course, we're wrapping our bubble wrap around it. But we're talking to our friend Del Sol Christian about actually getting some of these made especially for us, because he does all kinds of cool stuff like that. This just came DHL. I'll let you open it. I didn't film the address, but it feels like a magazine. I don't think I ordered a magazine from a different country because I probably can't read it. Is this something we need to film or just delete it?
We might have to delete it.
We don't need to delete it.
This says you want to buy our products.
Oh, it's a wanna buy our products thing. I showed this in a video. In fact, I did a review on this because I was so impressed with it. It's just 20 miles an hour. Of course, we have to find out and max it out. I got the whole family into scooter riding. My son got one for Christmas. I have the Motor Compacto. My little girl rides this. I ride it. My wife rides it. We've yet to run out of range. Terrific little scooter. Check it out. I put a full review together, but it's pretty inexpensive too. It's under 400 bucks. Question is, what have you got?
I got some water.
Okay.
There you go.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Dog had her side shaved because she had some stitches right there because she had a little growth, and they cut it off. Look at it. It's mint. And the doc said, you're all clear.
Yeah, she's all good.
She's mint. He said, don't worry about it. It was just a big chunk of nothing. Right? So you're in good shape. He's been sitting here waiting for him to get back. This is a friend of ours, Henry. He is a photographer, videographer, and spends a lot of the time traveling. And I know he's coming back in town to pick this car up and turning right back around and going to Washington. And I think he's going to be filming this car when he's up there. So you know what I'm thinking? All right, what's better than a clean white S2000? A clean white Uncle Ray. Look at that. That's the cleanest I think I've seen George's Uncle Ray the whole time that he's had it. Talking of Uncle Ray, that's the heart of Uncle Ray. It's going to be an upcoming video, so look out for that. Make sure you hit the subscribe and share and like and all that good stuff, and buy the Uncle Ray sticker. Help support George's build. He'll show you all the details on this. I'm not showing you what he's doing, but that'll be in the Uncle Ray video. Another NSX for you, 2017. This actually belongs to a friend of mine. I've known this guy for a long time. I'm interested to see how much of this is original, because anybody that takes these inner pieces off, they don't put the bolts back. We've done enough of them that we almost know by heart how they go. But if we don't, we always separate them front and back, left and right. Makes our job easier. But even the dealership, when they pull these carpets out, they put them all back wrong. They put the bolts back in the wrong place.
This thing's been painted. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's, somebody looks like it cracked it here too.
Oh yeah, right in the center there.
Look at that. You're like, how do you do that? This is so hard. I think somebody tried to jack it up there.
Maybe.
This is what it looks like when the fender liner is removed. One thing, these cars collect all the little tiny rocks. Actually good to see one of these cars with some miles on them. We were pulling ours apart with, I think, 500 miles on it.
Oh, this one's, it's not like it's greasy or anything. It's, I mean, look at this. It's
just dusty.
It's just dry and dusty.
Yeah, well, he spent time in the desert. That's probably what a lot of this is.
Yeah.
He's lived in Nevada for a while. The factory exhaust is a dual mode, so it has the valve, so it goes from loud to quiet. It's actually not as heavy as it looks. Certainly not as heavy as the C8 exhaust, which is like 70 pounds. This one is about 28 pounds. They start up. They don't have a starter motor in the conventional way. It uses the hybrid motor to spin the motor up, and it just kind of starts. It's weird until you're used to it. It's very similar to the Honda Insight. It just goes from not running to suddenly it's idling. Check this out. these cars look absolutely stunning. In this color especially, it looks unbelievable. The only problem with these cars, they don't sound particularly good until you do the downpipes. So they're a reliable car, very well made. Probably the most reliable supercar you could get your hands on. If you look at the past videos on my car, bone stock, I think my car ran 11.4. When I did the downpipes, the exhaust, and the JB4, my car ran consistent 1060s, and it was extremely consistent to a point. 5 runs back to back, it would vary less than a tenth. So great looking car. Now they're a little bit more reasonable, still expensive, but a bit more reasonably priced, so you can look around on the used market. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget, enjoy your cars. We'll see you on the next video.